Hello and welcome to English Strategy. Today, we are not reading a random story, and we are not listening to just another motivational video. Today, we are diving into something truly special. We are learning the secrets of Apple, the company that changed the world. We will explore how Apple became a global giant, how it grew from a small garage startup to one of the most valuable brands on the planet. In this video, you will discover the strategies, vision, and habits that made Apple unstoppable. And the best part? You will learn all of this in simple English, so you can improve your language skills while learning real lessons from business and life. So, get ready to explore the inspiring journey of Apple and understand the mindset of its leaders. By the end of this video, you will know how small actions, focus, and persistence can create extraordinary success. Let's get started. Apple is not just a company. It is a symbol of vision, creativity, and determination. Today, I will show you how Apple became the world's most valuable brand. We will explore its journey from a small garage to a global empire, and the lessons you can learn from it. This story is not just about business. It is about focus, discipline, and thinking differently. It is about how small habits, clear vision, and persistence can create extraordinary results. Even if you are not an entrepreneur, this video will teach you principles that apply to life, learning, and personal success. You will learn how Apple's leaders made decisions, overcame challenges, and built products that people love. By the end of this video, you will understand the mindset and strategies behind Apple's success. You will also learn new English words and phrases along the way, making this not only inspiring but also educational. So, get ready to dive into the story of Apple. Pay close attention, imagine the journey, and think about how you can apply these lessons to your own life. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Vision of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was not like other people. He was a dreamer, a thinker, and a visionary. Even as a young man, he wanted to create technology that was simple, beautiful, and powerful. He believed that technology should not confuse people. It should help them, inspire them, and make life easier. Steve Jobs had a clear vision: to build products that everyone would love, not just experts. One of the most important lessons from Steve Jobs is the power of focus. He knew that trying to do too many things leads to confusion and failure. So, he said no to many ideas and focused only on the best ones. This is the first secret behind Apple's success: clarity and focus. Another important lesson is perfection in design. Steve Jobs would spend hours on small details, like the shape of an icon or the feel of a keyboard. He knew that even small things make a big difference. Every Apple product, from the first Macintosh to the iPhone, shows this attention to detail. Steve Jobs also taught us the value of thinking differently. He wanted Apple to stand out, not follow others. Innovation is not copying what already exists. Innovation is about creating something new, useful, and inspiring. Even when Apple was small, he believed in making the best products, no matter what others thought. He understood that success comes from doing things differently and doing them exceptionally well. Steve Jobs' vision was not only about products, it was about changing the world with technology. He inspired his team to dream big, work hard, and never give up. If you look at Apple today, you can see the result of that vision. Every product, every design, every strategy comes from the ideas of a man who believed in focus, creativity, and excellence. So, what can we learn from Steve Jobs? Have a clear vision for your life or work. Focus on what truly matters. Pay attention to small details. Think differently and don't follow the crowd. Persist even when people doubt you. These are not just business lessons, they are life lessons. If you apply them step by step, like Steve Jobs, you can achieve success in your own way. Chapter 2: The Early Struggles. Apple did not become successful overnight. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started in a small garage with very little money. They faced financial problems, technical challenges, and doubts from everyone around them. Investors did not believe in their ideas, and many people said they would fail. But they did not give up. They believed in their vision and worked day and night to turn their ideas into reality. Every success story begins with struggle. Patience, persistence, and hard work are more important than luck. They built their first computers with limited resources, learning from mistakes and solving problems as they went. This taught them resilience and the importance of teamwork. Even when doors seemed closed, they found ways to move forward, proving that challenges can become opportunities. The early struggles of Apple show us that no dream is too big if you are willing to work for it. Facing difficulties is part of the journey, and every obstacle is a lesson. Steve Jobs and his team never lost faith, and this belief became the foundation of Apple's global success. The lesson for you is simple: when you face challenges, stay focused, work hard, and keep believing in your goals. Persistence, creativity, and courage in tough times are what turns small beginnings into great achievements. Chapter 3: The Birth of the Macintosh. In 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh, a computer that would change the industry forever. The Macintosh was revolutionary. It was simple, user-friendly, and beautifully designed. People could use it easily, even if they were not computer experts. The Macintosh showed the world what Apple believed in. Technology should be powerful, yet easy and enjoyable to use. Even though it was expensive, it created loyal fans who loved its design, interface, and performance. Apple proved that innovation and quality attract success. The Macintosh was not just a product, it was a statement. It reflected Apple's vision of creativity, excellence, and focus on the user. This teaches us that success comes from doing things differently and doing them exceptionally well. Small details, attention to design, and understanding the user's needs make a huge difference. Every feature of the Macintosh was carefully thought out. The lessons from this chapter are clear. Innovation requires courage, creativity, and a deep understanding of what people need. When you focus on solving real problems and delivering quality, you attract loyal supporters. Apple showed that a single product, built with care and vision, can change an entire industry. The Macintosh paved the way for future products like the iPod, iPhone, and iPad, showing that innovation is a continuous journey. Success does not happen by chance. It happens when vision meets hard work, focus, and persistence. Chapter 4: Innovation and Design Thinking. Apple's success is built on innovation and design thinking. Every product is created with the user in mind. Apple asks, what does the user need? How can we make it simple, beautiful, and effective? This approach is called design thinking. It is not just about technology, it is about solving problems creatively. Apple's products, like the iMac, iPod, and iPhone, are proof that innovation combined with thoughtful design creates extraordinary results. Attention to detail, simplicity, and usability are the keys to making products people love. Innovation requires courage to try new ideas and the persistence to improve them constantly. Apple also teaches us that design is not only about how things look but how they work and how they make people feel. Every color, every shape, every feature is chosen carefully to create a seamless experience. The lesson for us is clear. In life or work, focus on solving real problems, make things simple, and always think from the perspective of the person who will use your ideas. Creativity, careful planning, and understanding your audience or users are essential to success. Apple shows that when design and innovation work together, they can change industries, create loyal fans, and build a brand that lasts for decades. Chapter 5: The iPod Revolution. In 2001, Apple introduced the iPod, a device that would change the music industry forever. The iPod allowed people to carry thousands of songs in their pocket, making music portable and accessible like never before. Apple focused on simplicity, style, and usability, creating a product that people loved immediately. The iPod was not just a gadget, it was a revolution. It showed the world that small, well-designed products can have a massive impact. This success taught an important lesson. Innovation does not always mean creating something entirely new. Sometimes it means improving the way people experience something familiar. Apple understood what users wanted and delivered it perfectly. The iPod also paved the way for future devices like the iPhone and iPad, demonstrating that each innovation can build on the previous one. For us, the lesson is clear. Focus on excellence, understand the needs of people, and aim to make their lives better. Persistence, creativity, and attention to detail are the keys to success. Apple proved that a single product, built with care and vision, can transform an industry and change how people live their lives. When you focus on quality and user experience, you create products and solutions that inspire loyalty, admiration, and long-term success. Chapter 6: The iPhone Era. In 2007, Apple launched the iPhone, a device that would transform the way the world communicates. The iPhone was more than just a phone. It combined a phone, a music player, a camera, and an internet device all in one. Apple focused on simplicity, elegance, and usability, creating a product that people could use naturally without confusion. The iPhone showed the power of integration, innovation, and user experience. Every feature was carefully designed to make life easier and more enjoyable. Apple understood that people do not just buy products, they buy experiences and solutions to real problems. The iPhone became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring loyalty, admiration, and imitation worldwide. This era taught an important lesson: true innovation changes the way people live and think. Apple's success with the iPhone was not accidental. It was the result of clear vision, relentless focus, and a commitment to excellence. For us, the lesson is simple: focus on solving real problems, make things simple and beautiful, and persist until your solution creates a meaningful impact. The iPhone era shows that when vision meets design, creativity, and careful planning, extraordinary results follow. Apple proved that a single product, done exceptionally well, can change industries, set trends, and define a company's legacy. Chapter 7: Apple's Marketing Genius. Apple's marketing is not just advertising. It is a masterclass in understanding people, emotions, and psychology. Apple does not sell products. It sells experiences, feelings, and visions of what life can be. The Think Different campaign was more than a slogan. It was a statement that inspired millions to believe in creativity, innovation, and individuality. Apple understands that people do not just buy features, they buy solutions and emotions. Every product launch, every advertisement, every keynote presentation is carefully crafted to tell a story. Steve Jobs knew that presentation is as important as the product itself. He transformed product launches into events that people eagerly awaited. They were not just demonstrations, they were experiences that made people feel part of something bigger. The story Apple tells is simple: their products are different, their designs are thoughtful, and their mission is to make technology empowering and beautiful. Apple's marketing strategy focuses on clarity. Instead of overwhelming the audience with technical details, they show exactly what the product does, how it improves life, and why it matters. Simplicity is their greatest strength. Each commercial, each launch, each product page communicates one core idea in a way that everyone can understand. Apple also uses scarcity and exclusivity cleverly. Limited releases, pre-orders, and special events create anticipation and excitement. People feel that owning an Apple product is more than a purchase. It is a status, an experience, and a lifestyle. Another important lesson from Apple's marketing is storytelling. Every campaign tells a story about creativity, ambition, and innovation. People are inspired, not just informed. This is why Apple fans are loyal, passionate, and often lifelong supporters. Apple also understands the power of consistency. Every message, every design, every user experience aligns with their brand values. From packaging to advertisements to retail stores, everything reflects Apple's philosophy of quality, simplicity, and elegance. For anyone learning from Apple, the lesson is clear: successful marketing is not just about selling, it is about connecting. It is about making people feel something, understand something, and remember something. Presentation, storytelling, clarity, consistency, and emotional connection are the true pillars of Apple's marketing genius. These principles are not limited to business. They can be applied to your life, your work, and the way you present your ideas. When you focus on creating value, telling your story, and connecting with others, you create impact. Apple proves that marketing is not manipulation, it is communication done masterfully. Their genius lies in making people understand the product, trust the brand, and feel inspired. Every detail is intentional, every message is precise, and every campaign is designed to leave a lasting impression. The lesson is powerful. Whether in business or life, how you present your ideas matters as much as the ideas themselves. Focus on clarity, connect with emotion, and be consistent. This is how Apple built a global empire, not just through products, but through the genius of marketing that inspires millions every day. Chapter 8: Challenges and Setbacks. Even a company as successful as Apple has faced major challenges and setbacks throughout its journey. Not every product succeeded. Some early attempts, like the Apple III and the Newton, struggled to gain traction. Even the Macintosh, which later became iconic, faced criticism in its early days. Steve Jobs himself experienced one of the most significant setbacks of his life when he was fired from Apple in 1985, the very company he founded. For many, this would have been the end of the road, but for Jobs, it was a turning point. Every challenge he faced became a lesson in resilience, focus, and vision. These obstacles taught him the importance of adapting, learning from mistakes, and never losing sight of the big picture. Apple also faced intense competition. Companies like Microsoft dominated the market, and many doubted whether Apple could survive. But Jobs returned stronger, cut down unnecessary products, streamlined operations, and focused on what truly mattered: innovation, quality, and design. The lesson here is clear: failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of the journey toward it. Setbacks force you to grow, think creatively, and improve continuously. Apple's challenges also taught the team to value their vision above temporary difficulties. Every failed product, every criticism, and every financial hurdle became a building block for stronger strategies and smarter decisions. For anyone watching, the lesson is powerful: obstacles are opportunities in disguise. When you face setbacks, you must adapt, persist, and maintain belief in your goals. Resilience, patience, and courage in tough times separate ordinary results from extraordinary success. Apple's story shows that even the greatest companies encounter difficulties, but it is how they respond that defines their legacy. They did not give up. They learned, improved, and moved forward, creating innovations that changed the world. Challenges are not a signal to quit, they are an invitation to grow stronger, work smarter, and focus on what truly matters. If you adopt the same mindset in your life, you can overcome your own obstacles and achieve remarkable success, just like Apple. Chapter 9: Tim Cook and Modern Apple. After Steve Jobs, Tim Cook became the CEO of Apple. Many people wondered if Apple could continue to succeed without its visionary founder. But Tim Cook proved that leadership is not just about ideas, it is about execution, discipline, and strategy. He focused on efficiency, operations, and scaling the company globally. Under his leadership, Apple continued to innovate while maintaining the high standards set by Jobs. Tim Cook emphasized sustainability, accessibility, and customer experience, ensuring that Apple products remained reliable, innovative, and user-friendly. Modern Apple is not just about technology, it is about values, responsibility, and making an impact in the world. Cook's leadership shows that success requires not only vision but also organization, planning, and the ability to adapt. Apple has expanded into new markets, diversified its product lines, and continued to set trends in technology. Tim Cook's approach demonstrates the importance of strategic thinking, patience, and consistency. Leadership is not only about making bold moves but also about ensuring stability, managing resources wisely, and executing plans flawlessly. Apple's continued growth under Tim Cook shows that a strong company is built on both creativity and operational excellence. Modern Apple also emphasizes teamwork, communication, and fostering a culture where innovation thrives. Tim Cook inherited a company with a legacy of excellence, and he ensured that this legacy continued while preparing for the future. For us, the lesson is clear: vision and strategy must go hand in hand. You need creativity to dream big, but you also need discipline to make those dreams a reality. Apple's journey under Tim Cook teaches us that leadership, careful planning, and adapting to change are essential for long-term success. Whether in business or in personal life, combining vision with execution allows you to reach your goals while building a sustainable path forward. Tim Cook shows us that continuing a legacy is not just about following in someone's footsteps. It is about learning, improving, and pushing forward with dedication, courage, and intelligence. Modern Apple reminds us that success is not a moment. It is a continuous journey, requiring focus, adaptability, and a commitment to excellence every single day. Final message: lessons from Apple for your life. Apple's story is more than a business success story. It is a story about vision, persistence, innovation, and courage. From a small garage in California to becoming the most valuable company in the world, Apple teaches us that extraordinary success comes from clarity of purpose, relentless effort, and unwavering belief in your vision. As we conclude this journey, it is important to reflect on the lessons that Apple offers, not just for business, but for life itself. The first lesson is vision and clarity. Steve Jobs had a clear vision from the beginning. He did not simply want to create computers, he wanted to create technology that empowers people, inspires creativity, and is simple to use. Vision gives direction. Without it, efforts become scattered, and goals remain unreachable. For your own life, clarity of purpose is equally important. What do you want to achieve? What impact do you want to create? When your vision is clear, every action you take aligns with it, making success more attainable. Apple shows that vision is not just a dream, it is a guide for decision-making, planning, and prioritization. The second lesson is the power of focus. Steve Jobs famously said that focus is saying no to hundreds of ideas so that you can concentrate on what truly matters. Apple's products have always reflected this principle. They focus on quality, user experience, and design rather than trying to do everything at once. In your life, focus works the same way. You cannot succeed at everything simultaneously. The key is to identify what matters most, dedicate your energy to it, and eliminate distractions. Focus allows you to excel in the areas that will make the greatest difference. It is the bridge between vision and execution. The third lesson is innovation and creativity. Apple consistently challenges the status quo. From the Macintosh to the iPhone, Apple's innovations were not merely improvements on existing products. They were revolutionary ideas that changed industries and lifestyles. Innovation requires courage. It requires the willingness to think differently and to take risks when others play it safe. In your own life, creativity is a superpower. Approaching problems with new perspectives, exploring unconventional solutions, and daring to do things differently can set you apart. Innovation is not just for companies, it is for anyone who wants to achieve extraordinary results in any field. The fourth lesson is the importance of resilience in the face of challenges. Apple's journey was not smooth. Early failures, financial struggles, and even being fired from the company he founded did not stop Steve Jobs. Setbacks are inevitable, whether in business, learning, or personal growth. What matters is how you respond to these obstacles. Challenges test your patience, persistence, and determination. They force you to grow, adapt, and find better ways to achieve your goals. Apple shows that setbacks are not signs of failure, they are opportunities to learn, improve, and come back stronger. Resilience is a skill you can cultivate, and it is one of the most powerful traits for achieving lasting success. The fifth lesson is the value of discipline and execution. A vision without execution is meaningless. Tim Cook's leadership demonstrates that careful planning, operational efficiency, and disciplined execution are essential for sustaining success. While creativity sparks ideas, discipline turns them into reality. Every Apple product, every launch, and every strategy reflects months or years of focused effort, coordination, and precision. For your own goals, discipline ensures that your plans are not just dreams, they become tangible results. Daily habits, consistent effort, and dedication are the foundations of lasting achievement. The sixth lesson is the power of storytelling and communication. Apple's marketing genius lies not in the features of its products alone but in how the company communicates its vision. Every campaign, launch, and message tells a story that connects with people emotionally. In life and work, how you present your ideas matters. Clear, compelling communication can inspire, motivate, and influence others. Storytelling is a tool that allows you to share your vision, values, and purpose in a way that resonates with people. Whether you are leading a team, giving a presentation, or sharing your personal goals, the ability to communicate effectively will amplify your impact. The seventh lesson is the importance of attention to detail and excellence. Apple is obsessed with details. Every design element, color, icon, and feature is intentional. They understand that even small improvements can create significant differences in user experience. Excellence is not about perfection in every single thing. It is about being intentional, thoughtful, and committed to quality in the areas that matter most. In your own life, attention to detail and striving for excellence in your work builds trust, credibility, and long-term success. People notice when you care about quality, and consistent excellence attracts opportunities and recognition. The eighth lesson is adapting to change and staying relevant. Apple has navigated major technological shifts and industry changes, from the personal computer revolution to the smartphone era. Companies fail when they refuse to adapt, and individuals fall behind when they resist growth. Tim Cook's leadership emphasizes the importance of adapting while maintaining core principles. In your life, adaptability is essential. Being open to new ideas, technologies, and ways of thinking allows you to stay ahead and thrive in an ever-changing world. Growth comes to those who embrace change rather than fear it. The ninth lesson is the importance of teamwork and culture. Steve Jobs and Tim Cook understood that success is not achieved alone. Apple's culture encourages creativity, accountability, and collaboration. Teams that communicate well, support each other, and share a common vision produce remarkable results. In your personal and professional life, surrounding yourself with the right people, learning from them, and collaborating effectively can accelerate your growth. Success is multiplied when it is shared and nurtured within a strong, supportive environment. The 10th lesson is balancing vision with execution. Vision without execution is empty. Execution without vision is directionless. Apple combines both brilliantly. Jobs provided the vision. Cook provides disciplined execution. The synergy between creativity and strategy ensures continuous growth and innovation. For your life, this balance is crucial. Dream big, plan wisely, and act consistently. Set clear goals, design a roadmap, and follow through with focused action every day. Finally, Apple's story teaches us that extraordinary success is a journey, not a destination. It is built step by step, through vision, focus, innovation, resilience, discipline, and communication. Each small decision, each effort, each lesson learned contributes to the larger success. You can apply these principles in any area of your life: learning, career, personal growth, or relationships. Start with clarity, focus on what matters most, innovate creatively, persist through challenges, maintain discipline, communicate effectively, pursue excellence, adapt to change, collaborate wisely, and balance vision with execution. Your life, like Apple, can become extraordinary. Success is not reserved for a few. It is available to anyone who is willing to learn, act, and persist. Each morning, each decision, and each effort is a step toward building your own legacy. Remember, vision without action is meaningless, and action without vision is wasted. Take inspiration from Apple's journey, apply these principles, and build your path to success, step by step. Dream boldly, act purposefully, and stay committed. The lessons of Apple are lessons for life. If you internalize these lessons, apply them consistently, and remain patient and persistent, you can achieve results that may seem impossible today. Your focus, determination, and creativity will multiply over time. Just as Apple transformed industries and inspired millions, you too can transform your life, your work, and your future. Success begins in your mind, grows through your actions, and is realized through your commitment. Let Apple's journey remind you that every great achievement starts with a vision, fueled by courage, focus, and relentless effort. Now is your time. Take these lessons, start implementing them, and watch as your life begins to change. Your vision, like Apple's, can become reality.